On the last All Out show, me and Justin Hunt fucking tie up that Drake and Pusha T beef, and it ended with a wah, wah, wah.
This is the most anticlimactic rap battle. Jay Prince has been saying Drake has a song, nobody's heard it, but it is lethal, and everybody's career will end, everybody will die, and everyone will get fired in that order.
What do you think of that?
I think this is the lamest rap battle conclusion ever. Like, I've never seen a rap battle end with a press release.
I wouldn't have dropped that press release. No one's going to believe you anyway. In the news, we discovered that only half the people you think are your friends actually like you.
Looks like only half of your friends actually like you, according to science. So
I believe that. Me and you don't consider ourselves friends.
No, I'm no. No, we don't. But see, that's
why we get along so well. We know our boundaries. We know what this shit is. And we was almost a victim of some fake news.
Stabbed him 36 times in the chest.
Are you serious?
Dude, they were fucking. All because they said no homo at the end. He said because it made it gay all of a sudden. Y'all need to look that shit up.
Did you guys find that?
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. That's not real.
They said it was a 10-hour anal session. It was all over the internet.
Yeah, but no, this is not real. This is not real.
The fake news.
They had a whole story on that shit. I read it today.
I bet you did, John. Thanks a lot. Okay.
And now here's another episode of the All Out Show.
Hey, what's happening? How y'all doing out there? How's it going? You halfway through the week? Fucking just busting ass. Feels like Thursday, right? It's like we just got here. Usually I can get on in the first break and like just kind of tell you what I did the night before, but since I've been laid up, I ain't been doing shit. So I got nothing to tell you, except for that I've been watching conspiracy theory videos on fucking YouTube. And that shit is... There's one that says that Donald Trump's a time traveler. And that there's a book that was written in like 1800s. Like 1870 or some shit, and it's the adventures of Baron Trump, and Baron Trump is a time traveler too. That's what the fuck happens when you don't get to leave your house. You end up finding out about that type of shit. Let me turn down this mic. I gotta turn down. Let me figure that out. That better, Chris? What about now? Is that better, Chris?
Yep,
Chris said I'm blowing out. Chris said I'm blowing out. Sorry, my bad. I got excited about time travel. I guess no one. And then I found out what the Pizzagate shit was all about. I just had ignored it. And then cheese pizza means child pornography. Who the fuck knew? I don't know about that one. But they do, the Clintons do know a whole lot of fucking booty ticklers. I guess that's how it goes though. Like if you have a big circle, if you know, you're gonna have some booty ticklers in your circle, depending on how big your circle is. But there was a gang of them motherfuckers. That's what happens. That's what happens when, you know, I got nothing to do. Just laying in bed, waiting for it to get late enough to go to sleep. And I was almost asleep, and then I get a fucking text from John. John, were you drunk?
No, I was just up late. It's a long story. But yes, I may have had some cocktails.
John's drunk texting me. You heard in the intro. Why
are you doing this, man? You're such an asshole.
John's drunk texting me like, you know we're friends. I'm like...
Shut up. You're such a dick, man. That's not what I said. If you're going to tell the story, tell it properly.
All right, I'll read the fucking text, John. Like, I'm about to go to bed. I guess it wasn't that. Damn, I was laying down that early? All right. Oh, no, that was late. No, it was late. It was late. It was fucking 5 in the morning, my time. So you're up late, raging, John.
I was in and out.
Kind of late for a text, sorry. But I'm up. About the friend shit on the air. Hey, yeah, bottom line, I have your back, no question, for what it is worth. For what it is worth.
Yeah.
Thanks, John. I appreciate that, man.
No, you don't.
I do, man.
Oh, shut up.
You clearly felt strongly about it to fucking wake a motherfucker up at goddamn 5 in the morning with it. So,
you
yeah.
don't wake up from text. Nobody wakes up from text.
Okay, I didn't wake up. I woke up to it. All right, I'm excited. I got Charlie LeDuff is sitting on my mom's couch right now, waiting for me to get done talking shit, so he can actually talk about a fucking cool book he wrote. Shit Show. That's the name of it, correct? Shit Show. Boy, I can't wait to talk about that. Charlie LeDuff is a legend around here, so I'm gonna chop it up with him. We got the news. Oh, you know what else I heard about? Was the fucking that wasn't a conspiracy theory. Fucking they got spam gangs. Do you know what spam gangs are? They steal spam.
Like the meat spam?
Yeah, they're in Hawaii. They're in Hawaii. So I guess they changed the law. Was like if you steal over $350 worth of shit, like it's a felony or whatever, you know, it's like grand larceny or some shit. They bumped the price up to like $750. So it kind of incentivized these criminal cats, like these dope fiends and shit, to go up in the store. And the Hawaiians love spam, so they just go. They'll have like a little squad. They'll have like a lookout. They'll have the lookout. They'll have the guy that distracts the fucking security guy. They'll have the driver, and then like they'll just pile up the spam, and just run out that bitch and sell it on the black market. And it's got so bad that they gotta lock the spam up. They keep it in the back with the cigarettes behind the cash register.
Wow.
Spam gangs. No, they don't write it. What's that? What? Oh, they mark. Oh, they. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, no, they. Yeah, see, Charlie's got this number 6. Winston's. They mark them because the employees steal them bitches. Look at that shit. Fucking Charlie LeDuff is here. We're gonna talk about the shit show that we're all living in. Don't go anywhere. It is the All Out Show. Spam gang, bitch. Spam. Let's go.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Shade 45. It's not every day that we got a Pulitzer Prize winning fucking writer. Charlie LeDuff is sitting on my mom's couch.
It's a nice couch.
And what's the name of your book, Charlie?
Shit Show.
Doesn't that feel good being able to say that out loud?
Shit Show. Shit Show.
I did some research on you, and everywhere on the YouTube it would be like blank show blank. I'm like, Charlie's gonna get to say shit show. You can cuss all you want here on Shade 45. Well, thanks for coming by, dog. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming through.
It's nice to be. Thanks for having me, man. You know, it's nice. And your mom's couch really tasteful. I like what she's doing here.
Yeah, I think that was designed within reach. My sister bought it. So there you go. So for people that don't know about you, you've been reporting for years. How long you been in the game for?
Maybe about 20.
So 20 years, and your specialty is like you're on the ground,
street
level shit. You were doing all through Detroit. You were doing Detroit in the 90s.
Dope houses in New York in the 90s. Crossed the border with a group of Mexicans. Spent 3 days out in that desert lockup house. You know, the transcontinental trip to New York, and by 9 a.m, we're laying sod for some billionaire's fucking Hamptons estate.
Wait, transcontinental trip? What is that?
Like we went from Phoenix,
no shit,
all the way to New York City. After we crossed the border, we were down in Mexico City in the barrio down there. So it's like a 4,000-mile journey there and back. The reason I did it is because our grandchildren are gonna wonder who they are, because there's all grandchildren end up doing. How'd I get here?
Right.
You know? And my whole thing is leave a documentation, and that's. I'm not trying to sell a book here, man. I think I probably get 25 cents for each one. But it's important for me to reach your audience, because this book is about them. It's about you out there. It's about Baltimore. It's about Ferguson. It's about the border in Texas. It's about Philadelphia, Detroit, Flint, and how all of that comes together. The book's called Shit Show. The country's collapsing, and the ratings are great, right? So it's from a TV, because now I'm in the TV game.
Yeah.
It's watching this shit.
It's kind of like you're on the other side. It's when tragedies happen, like this is tragic, but these news anchors are fucking coming in their pants. They're like, wow, there's a bunch of shit I get to talk about.
Kinda, yeah. Well, in the book, like, you know, Ferguson Part 2, when they're trying, we all know that the grand jury's not going to indict Officer Wilson, right? In the Michael Brown shooting. But TV gets there a couple weeks early, right? Sets up temporary sets in the streets of West Florissant. I'm talking director's chairs, telescopic poles for the microphones, awnings, lights, the tripod, right? And Ferguson's stewing over this. They know what they're there for. It's sort of like, we're going to be here in position for the riot, bring you the show, right? And yeah, I write in the book, the only thing missing was a banner stretched across the street saying, broadcast news for all your rioting needs, you know? And it's like, when you're describing that to me, it's making it sickens me to hear that that's how the news is approaching these events. Was it weird for you? Yeah,
to
being
witness?
part of it. Yeah, you know, I try to be better. You know, try to behave a little better because I lived through 9/11. I covered Ground Zero for a whole year. I had to write about the survivors, and I learned some things in life. Like,
what'd you learn?
You don't fuck with a widow. I mean, in the worst time of somebody's life, a reporter can be an emotional acetone that dissolves what's left holding the family together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's about respect. And I don't want to be the acetone in Ferguson. And after this thing lit up and we were live streaming, just learning the technology then before anybody could do it on Facebook, we didn't know when you press pause, that bitch is still live streaming. Yeah. And me and the cameraman, Matt, right? Yeah. We're going at each other. I'm like, you fucking pussy. You fucking left me in there. And it's there for the whole world to hear. We don't even know it. It's just two bros living through something real sad, you know.
Yeah.
And so we're trending on Facebook in the morning. But when I came back to my motel room that night, it was weary. It was hard. I was choking on the fumes. Watching our country on fire. And I'm wondering what's going on. And I turned on the TV. And it's like a light-skinned black guy with a British accent and an older white chick from Australia, I'm guessing. And they got that blue backdrop and the nice clothes, and they're showing you pictures of Ferguson, and they're giving you a lecture about a culture they didn't grow up in. You know, it's very nuanced. This thing called America, very nuanced.
Yeah.
And the thing is mounted, the TV in the motel, high up on the wall, so it's lecturing down on you.
Yeah.
Like you're infantilized.
Yeah.
And I cried, man. I cried for my country. I cried for people of St. Louis. I cried for, like, what I just realized that thing was doing to me.
Yeah. It's kind of funny, like, I'm from out here, and I live in L.A., and I feel like there's three bubbles. You got, like, L.A., New York, D.C.
That's the nodes. That's right.
They're so disconnected from what's actually going on in America, and then they want to tell you all about yourself too. Like they're experts on shit that they've never even fucking seen.
That's in the book too. Those are the nodes of power. You know what I mean? And like in LA, I did some time in LA. Hello LA, I miss you, baby.
Yeah.
I lived in New York. Hello New York, I love you too. And I'm in Detroit now. But yeah. The power nodes in this country, New York is the money and the media.
Yeah. D.C.
is the politics and the lobbyists. And entertainment is L.A. But even in L.A., the media doesn't know what's going on in L.A.
No, they don't drive.
Not L.A.
They don't drive they don't drive south on the 5 very far.
Not down there, no way, man. You know, not Riverside, man.
Nope.
You know, not Antelope Valley.
No, they don't know that shit.
Unless it's burning or something. Or some crazy, killing. But not really. And so, excuse me, consider what you see there. When you're watching TV, like the White House Correspondents' Dinner or whatever you're watching, right? We got reporters dressed up in tuxedos and gowns, bringing their sources in. They're movie stars and comedians that play fake reporters better than real reporters play real reporters. And then to return the favor, L.A. puts the East Coast reporters in their movies, playing their real-life selves, reporting on a fake story, and then the power node from Washington, like once you're done with the White House or whatever you were doing, you're put on the media as supposedly an independent analyst.
Yeah.
Right? At least a fucking cockroach knows it's always a cockroach.
Yeah.
And the rest of us are out here watching it, knowing it. We're not stupid. We can see this thing. And to me, I think what it really is, this election, everything like that, what about us? That's what it is. What about us? People are tired of the establishment. That's how we got Obama. He ran against Hillary, saying that's the corrupt elite establishment, right?
Yeah.
He had 2 terms, man. And then Trump saying it in a very different way. I don't even want to get into that, but that's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
Because, 9 million white people who voted for Obama went Trump. And 4 million black people that went for Obama saw no reason to do anything and stay home.
Yeah.
And that's the 13 million that swung this election. Because here in the Midwest, in the Rust Belt, Detroit, Rochester, Gary, Chicago, St. Louis, I can go on and on and on. We're hurting. Black, white, brown, we're hurting. We want something. We need something for our kids. That's what the book's about.
What do you see? 888-742-3345, 888-742-3345. Shit Show is the book. I like that you're getting it out there because, like, I live in L.A. and I feel like I have this. This is the conversation I try to have with. I hang out with rich people, you know what I mean, and they got
lucky bastard.
Yep.
Bet the wine's good.
Well, yeah, and I was writing. I was writing about him. Like, I'm tired of having fucking arguments about poverty debates over steak dinners. Like, I'm just tired of it. Like.
What can I add to that? Exactly. You got to. Man, we're not living in a cycle here. It's an epic. We got artificial intelligence. We got world trade. You know what I'm saying? We got mass movement of people. We got semi-automatics everywhere, right? So lack of good work, lack of savings, lack of wealth. More people live in apartments than ever. You know what I mean? Nobody got savings. And you're supposed to tell me things are good? The economy's what? 3.8% unemployment? Well, then how come 40% of people who are able to work aren't? That's almost an all-time high. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
So we got less men working than we did 10 years ago. We're just not counting them.
Yeah, they pulled themselves out of the fucking workforce.
Right? $9 an hour to wipe an old person's ass. That's not really going to get it done. You get depressed.
So what do you think? What do you think the fix is?
Oh shit! Come on!
Like,
I knew you were going to say. Then I would be the president.
I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of those deals where it's like, I guess for me, it's like I look around, I see what's going on, and I'm like, all right, dude, like, you just gotta fucking learn a trade, grind hard. Like, I don't know the way out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have the answers for this shit. We don't make things anymore. Like, this isn't where you can go. Like, my old man worked on the line. You know what I mean? Like those days are gone.
My brother's still doing it, but
no shit.
Yeah, but yeah, you know what I mean? It's not like a Democrat in Detroit went for Trump because he thinks those jobs are coming back. He's not stupid. You know what that's the same reason he voted Obama.
Yeah.
But man, our jobs. So what he's thinking is the last thing here is the Dodge Ram plant. That ain't going too, right? Right? Yeah. We're not so dumb to think, like it's coming back, because it's not. But remember also, this ain't 1968. 1968. 100 cities burned simultaneously when Dr. King was assassinated.
Right.
Bobby Kennedy was assassinated by an Arab nationalist. The Black Panthers were on trial for ambushing and assassinating cops. The Democratic National Convention ended in a riot, right, between the hippies and the cops. The Weathermen from Ann Arbor were getting together. They unleashed a wave of bombing terrorism for a number of years, right? National anthem. Do you remember the brothers, the sprinters in Mexico City with the
Black Power?
The gloves. Man, we've seen this before.
Yeah.
What's one solution is,
you know what the difference is? 24-hour news coverage.
Right on, bro. Like, that's just part of it, man.
That's like, this is like, this shit's, this is what happens, man. And it's 24 hours now. So they need something to run with, and they'll run it into the ground, and it's poison.
Think about that, right? Because look, socially in those 50 years, we made a lot of progress. Have we made the progress we need to be at? I don't think one person in the country would tell you we're where we need to be. No doubt about that. Socially, we've come a long way, right?
Yeah.
But when you're talking economically, right, you're talking about the wealth belongs to a few, the jobs are in China, right? That's the real issue. But what's TV giving you? They're giving you the social issue.
Yeah.
Taking the knee and, whatever. You get what I'm saying? I want to relive it all, but it's kind of backwards. What we all really want is a future for our children.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to make sure my fucking family's good, dude. And I think that's everybody.
Yeah.
Let's go to phone lines. 888-742-3345. John in Cincinnati.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Go ahead, man.
I'm good, Cincy.
I just wanted to touch base and tell Charlie, man, he was awesome in the Chappelle show, and the whole family said, "Nigga, fuck your couch," and all that, man. That was like the greatest stuff ever, man. And I just can't wait till he can make it to Cincinnati.
What are you talking about, bro? All right, thanks, man.
He talking. I came in here and made love to your mother's creamy couch here. I think if I got that right.
Man, yo, let's go to Robert.
Yeah.
Man. Robert.
Time travel.
Fellas, hey, I just wanted to say, man, it's awesome to hear you guys talking about this. I'm in rural South Carolina, so it's not just big cities that feel the impact of this stuff. This is the same thing that's going on in rural South Carolina, where people are poor, schools are shitty, and you just want you want good for your kids.
And you've forgotten, bro. What you used to make in South Carolina? Furniture, right?
Well, where I'm from was cotton. We have cotton mills. We got towns that now have 3,000 people that at one time had 3 operating cotton mills, and now what you got left are the mill houses and the rundown buildings that are there.
And where are they doing the cotton now? They doing it in like Egypt and Indonesia, right?
Well, we're still growing the cotton. So when you ride,
but who's processing
it? Still being gin here, but where it's going and who's processing it, that's somewhere else.
Damn. Yeah, it's like man. The thing is, the rural America, right? A lot of white people out there, and urban America, a lot of black people out there, got so much in common. So much in common, like what you're just talking about. And that's way too many people not doing well. That's a fact, man.
Reality. The media makes it out. I'm getting ready to go in the gym, and I'm going to work out with a white guy and a black guy and an Indian guy. And those are my people. These are people I grew up with that are family, friends. But social media and the news will make you think that you hate each other. If that's all you pay attention to, it's like, these, people who I've grown up with my whole life, they'll look at you different because of something they heard on CNN or, something that's being pushed by the national media. And it's just crazy, man. If you want
that's true. Like, here's the thing. I don't hate the media because, somehow you got to know what you know. You know what I mean? So
Thanks,
we all know there's some trustworthiness in it. It's when it gets to the lecturing. Like I'm going to give you one. South Carolina, it's in the book. You're going to love this book, dude. It's rock and roll, too. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But in South Carolina, remember when that psychopath murderer shot up the church?
Yeah.
The white dude, Dylan Roof, and he shot up the black parishioners. The Klan was having a rally to protest taking down the Dixie from the South Carolina State House, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I called the Ku Klux Klan hotline. Yes, indeed, they have one. Because they're social media savvy, too.
Right.
And I carpool with the Grand Dragon. He flies in from Orange, 5 minutes from Disneyland, man. He lives 5 minutes from Disneyland. And if you Google Earth his house, it's a Latino mowing his lawn. I'm not lying. It is a small world after all. He flies in. We carpool. The guy's just a dumb, racist baboon, right?
Right.
There's no great white menace in these clowns. There's about 200-300 of them.
Yeah.
But they're using social media to be bigger. Fast forward. Trump gets elected. Charlottesville. Horrible, right? Despicable.
Right.
It's the same guys. I'm watching it like, look at dude pissing his pants. Google that. Google Klan man pisses his pants in Charlottesville. And then you can Google me carpooling with the KKK. Same stupid white monkey running around. And I'm like, these guys are manipulating us. And we want to be manipulated because the media wants the story to be a great white menace.
They want it to be bigger than it actually is.
Exactly. Because now dig, if the media for weeks, remember this? Here's the shit show. Trump goes, I had the hugest inauguration ever, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
And then for weeks, we got satellite photos of side-by-side of Trump and Obama's inauguration, experts cutting out hectare boxes and estimating.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, how many of these dudes were in Charlottesville? You could have counted them. Head count.
Straight up.
100, 200, 2,000, 2 million. We never got a count.
Yeah, and even with the pictures, we don't know what time of day those. That Trump picture could have been taken at 9 a.m, and the other one could have been taken at noon.
But let's not get involved with that. Watch this. How many of these right-wing racist zealots are running around? How many, like for real, to put the face on the camera? Couple hundred. And don't forget, man, I've been out in these riots. Ferguson, the inauguration. These left-wing, like anti-fascist guys, they're nuts. They're stealing shit, throwing shit through windows, punching people, hitting them with stuff. And I'm like, that ain't where it's at, man. The answer is, I can give you exactly from my point of view what I've seen out there where the answer is not.
Yeah.
The answer is not in pointing guns at each other. The answer is not in burning shit down. The answer is in mutual respect. The answer is using the ballot box. It's a great system, been affected by money and corrupt elitists, and you know what I mean? But that's what we got.
Let's go to Brendan in St. Louis. Go ahead, Brendan.
Hey, I'm just calling, that Ferguson stuff back in the day.
That was
really,
a bitch, man.
Really just blew up, man. It was all motivated by, by the press and everything. They gave such a bad rep to us and made our city look
I don't know if that's true, though, bro. Let's be truthful, though, right? Like, it's difficult to be a black man in St. Louis. That's a lot of heavy stuff. Like, you know the rule. You can't have 4 black dudes in the car. You getting pulled. See, that's cool. You just made a cool thing to the audience. You acknowledge that.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to get, bro. You're right, though, about the media plays a role. But we got serious societal issues. And when a guy speaks like you just speak, that's cool.
Let's go to Rich in Atlanta.
I appreciate it. I just want to know, can you elaborate on that answer? Because to me, just with regards to stuff like what Kanye said when he says, you made a choice to be a slave, I understand it to a degree because an entire continent was being raped and pillaged and they didn't all stand together. And I think with respect to what's happening now with the economic enslavement that we're going the class enslavement that we're going through, I think there's a way that we need to find to stand together. But just like the guy that called from South Carolina, he sounds very well educated. Those are missing, but yeah, he doesn't know where they went. So how does an average citizen, stay educated if you're not watching the news because the news is peddling bullshit? What are we supposed to be paying attention to? How do we learn the ballot system? How do you vet your local congressman or whatever? I mean, there's got to be a way for us to stand together because everybody can't be you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Thank you. And my responsibility is to show you some of that, right? I'm not your leader, and I don't want to warp your mind. I got to bring you the facts and show you where to get it. So, again, here's what I do. I read the New York Times. I read the Washington Post. I read the Wall Street Journal. I read AP's got a free app, Associated Press, as does Reuters. In there are facts. You can read as an adult man the bullshit, but you know the facts. We are at war in Iraq, right? The Iranians are in Iraq. The Russians are in Syria. We know these facts from very brave and very smart reporters. The rest of it, you just turned it off. You don't watch the news. Try reading the news. That would be a good one to start because it's become showtime.
Yeah, it's a lot of opinion. It's like a lot.
Oh yeah, man.
It's just a lot of opinion, a lot of arguing, a lot of fucking
screaming at each other.
Yep, misinformation.
What about our baby? Here's another thing. Love your baby tonight. Love your baby tonight. I'm dependent on your child, and I'm trying to help your child because my child cannot live a good life if there's so much pockets of soreness all across this vast and great country of ours. Like, no kid can do well if the collective is not doing well. Put some money in the schools.
Let's go to Des in Birmingham. Go ahead, Des.
I want to say, man, that not necessarily agree with everything that y'all saying. I'm a black man. I was raised by my grandmother, and she didn't teach me to be racist, me and my brothers to be racist at all. So I don't see race. But I'm a business owner, and, man, from what I see, man, is that the black man, he always get the shit end of the stick.
That's in the book, dude.
Trying to make it. You know what I
That's
mean?
the truth.
Just
Yeah, of course.
trying to make it, man. I mean, here I am, a business owner, and seeing like everything, if I just check the box that I'm black, prices go up. Or if they want to know, hey, man, well, if I need an insurance quote or anything like that, what color you are, what race you is, prices
We
go
can't
up.
have that.
So
And-
it's all about it's all about making money out of black people. That's all that the United States is about. Keep the black man down and you make money off of it. And it's sad to say that I don't, like I said, I don't believe in race. I just believe in
I believe in race. I believe in race, and I see the difference, and I celebrate it. You know, my grandfather's black. My grandmother's red. You put them together, you give me, I'm an Italian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see it, and I celebrate it. But it should not make any difference. You're right about that. You know, it's a favorite. As I get older and get a little wiser and start seeing things and reading government contracts and insurance costs and blah, blah, blah. The reason, like, big cities get gobbled up and looted is because the education ratio, right, just like in the country, is lower. It's not like sophisticated leaders looking out for people. So it's easy to take from them.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean people are stupid. They might be ignorant to some facts. And I always thought that the media's role, the press, let me say the press, the old school press, was to give you the facts so you're not ignorant.
Well, back in the back in the day, you weren't allowed to run commercials during the news.
I don't know.
And then you weren't allowed to. It was way back in the day. You weren't allowed to run commercials during the news, and that
was the news better back then.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go ahead. And,
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say no
because right now, like, there's real stories that don't get reported on because they're not gonna rate as well as another story.
Well, what were they doing back then? Because, you know, like 60 years ago, we had apartheid in this country. People weren't really touching it till Dr. King comes along. It just, right? Walter Cronkite, right, famously said we can't win Vietnam. Said it in 1968. For 6 years, the guy was pimping the war. You know what I mean? So I don't know. All I know is I'm alive right now.
Yeah.
And maybe it's good that the media landscape has atomized like it has because there's lots of sources now.
How do people? How does the mainstream media treat you? Like, what do they think of you?
I don't give a fuck. Look, man, I don't know. They see me as far out, but I'm not far out. You know what I mean? I'm an educated man. I stay up late into the night reading the contract, reading the law, reading the spreadsheet. So my friend from Birmingham, when he tells me something, okay, then I'm aware of what he's saying to me. And then I'll use my muscle and my bone to go to the streets to find it. Plus, that makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
People are interesting. You know, like, I'm not doing any stories with kitty cats pushing yarn balls to get some clicks.
Right.
Right? I want to have a good old boy that used to work for U.S. Steel in Alabama who's now hunting squirrel and throwing it in the freezer waiting for Armageddon. That guy's interesting.
Yeah.
That little man, quote unquote, the little man, can tell you about the landscape of the planet.
Yeah.
And he's got squirrel in the freezer. I'm watching that.
Charlie LeDuff here. Shit Show is the book. We're gonna play a song, come back, take a couple more calls, and fucking be done. Let's do it. Shade 45, we are back. Charlie LeDuff has a new book called Shit Show. You also wrote a book about Detroit too.
Yeah, Detroit: An American Autopsy. Yep.
So check. And if you want to get a good sense of Detroit, Charlie would be a good person to check out. So Charlie LeDuff, you got a bunch of books, but
yep.
Shit Show.
Yeah, Shit Show. Like the first one, Detroit, the premise was, are we some freaky outlier or are we the epicenter of what's going on in America, right? Like,
are we the canary in the coal mine?
Exactly. We were the richest city. More people own homes than any place else. And now we're the poorest.
Right.
Right. And you were just talking about Pontiac and Pontiac bus and truck, and that's gone, and just a couple like skinflint white dudes burning trash, right? Like the Mad Max kind of, right? Like
It
what
was
happened?
it was bleak as shit. It was bleak as fuck.
Man, we're scrapping wire, like whoa. So basically, the book is, shit show. The country's collapsing. The ratings are great. I worked for Fox 2 local, right? And I went to the head of Fox, Roger Ailes, and said, let me go around the country. This way before Trump ever came on the scene, or we were talking about, nobody wanted to talk about what was going on with us.
Yeah.
That's all I ever wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so off we went, man, and caught lightning in a bottle. In fact, I told Trump 2 weeks after he, his famous Mexicans are rapists announcement speech. I'm like, I said to him at press conference, I think you could win. And he swelled up like a thirsty sponge. Thought I was the brightest guy on the planet. And I said, yeah, but you're not saying things right. You're going to start a race war or something. So I brought my resume. How about, give me 5 minutes in the car and you could consider me for vice president. He goes, what? You want to be vice president? I go, yeah, why not? And I knew it was a shit show. I knew that the media was going to buy it. This is just the greatest ratings thing. This guy's going to say anything. But I knew. But I was using him as a prop.
Right.
So I could have the edit point when he goes, who's this guy? Where's he from? Because then I can cut it and go, I'm from Detroit.
Yeah.
And I've been covering this country for 20 years. And here's what I can tell you. And then you lay it out.
You let them know. Let them know.
Tried. Well, I wrote this book. This is a book not from the studio, but from the street. This is about the people who are listening. It's about you, for you. It's not hard to read. It's funny in a lot of places. And there's videos you can watch online.
Look, man, I'm glad that you're doing it because it's I feel like it's what your book is going to do is people that are living through it are going to feel heard, and people that aren't fucking with it that have no idea what's going on are going to it might open their eyes a little bit, because I really feel, I left Detroit or Michigan because I never lived in the city. I left out here in 01, and there's such a disdain that the folks on the coast look at people in the middle, the flyover states and shit. They just have such. They're just so dismissive of us.
You're talking about the elite because, I do know South Central and I do know Antelope Valley.
Yeah, but they're not the ones.
They like us.
Yeah, but they're not the ones that control the fucking message. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man. But when it comes down to it, they only got one vote per person. They're way more us. And remember,
that's what you got to remind these cats.
You got to remember, like, we're more together. Everybody knows it. Like caller said, black man feels it first. Yep, that's the totem in American life, right? Or in my book, I say the ghetto always feels it first, and then the trailer park feels it second. It's always the ghetto first, but the trailer park's right behind. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when we came from the Mexican border, where I'm looking where the plants that used to be in Flint are now in Mexico, and then the Mexican workers living in a cinder block shack, shitting in a bucket, sharing a power cord. They tell us she makes $6 an hour. That's what they tell us. But when you go and you see the first real paycheck, it's $1 an hour. And then you follow where the factory came from, and it's in Flint. And what's in Flint? Nothing but a square mile of cement and weeds where the plant used to be, and a last chance trailer park where everybody's got red teeth.
It's gutted.
And why they got red teeth? Because they changed the water source in Flint, and the shit coming out of the tap was brown. They told them it was safe, but the only way to get it down your throat was to mix it with Kool-Aid. And 2 days after I left that trailer park, the first boil water advisory came on that Flint debacle.
Yeah.
Where a rich man was going to get rich building shit we didn't need.
Yeah.
Right? On the public dime. I went back a year and a half later, and the trailer park was gone, foreclosed on. You know, brother, when a last chance trailer park vanishes, we're near the end of days, you know?
It's a feel-good story of the day from Charlie LeDuff.
Well,
Jesus fucking
what
Christ.
the fuck you
Charlie.
want from me, man? I'm not out there
Jesus
trying.
fucking yeah. No, I'm saying it's good, dude. Like cats. That's what I was saying. Cats need to hear this shit, and like,
you're not alone.
Yeah, you are not alone. We
Keep
can
trying.
Let's go to Jay in New Orleans. Jay.
I had a question for Jay. How do you pronounce it? New Orleans, New Orleans,
I always fuck
New
up.
Orleans.
I can't say Louisville right either. Jay, you there? No, he's not there. Let's go to Michael in Fort Collins. Michael.
Hey, how's it going? I was just curious, Jay. I mean, not Jay. You just said Jay. Being
Charlie.
a veteran in Afghanistan, the main profit to send revenue to the news stations, newspapers, all the places that the investigative reporter should be, the good ones telling the truth about the whole country. How do you suggest that we change the avenue of approach to gain money to get real news stations to produce stuff that the country needs to hear about?
That's hard, man. I mean, that's a great question. That's like in my business, the question. And I suppose the answer is audience.
To me, it seems like what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing is Patreon in these small people that go do all of the fucking work, and they, and they're digging up their shit, and it's almost, I'm looking at like these young crowdfunding things where that's how they're getting their money to push out their news. They're not getting it out to a ton of people, but they're reporting they're reporting news.
It's almost like a subscription.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, as you know, I made television around here. It was pretty popular, right? You can go online and Google it. You can still be interesting and pull a really large audience, right? Make it cool looking and have serious stuff in it. So I think maybe the media's got to figure out presentation a little bit better, right? Because a lot of it's hammy and boring and predictable. And you want to know why there's so much murder on local TV?
Because it sells.
No.
Why?
Because it's easy to make. You can make it fast, right? Think about it.
Yeah.
Beginning, middle, end. He came, he saw, I killed him, right? There's crime scene tape. You got pictures. The police chief will give you a quote. The woman at the end of the block will give you a tear.
Right.
You can flip that baby in 20 minutes. That's why you got 3 of them to start the first 10 minutes of news. That's one whole block of time. Murder, rape. Boom. Oop. Only when I left the job, because I walked away from my job.
Right.
Because I need to reassess. And I'm a handyman in a diner right now. And an author.
No shit.
But healthcare is expensive.
Yeah.
And I ain't waiting for the government to give me something. I'm going to go get it.
That's
I
right.
don't mind working. That's how I came up. But
that's interesting. That's interesting to hear. Like not just the cynical part of me is like, yeah, like if it bleeds, it leads. You know what I mean? But like taking it one step further, like you're like, no, it's even deeper than that. It's easier to produce.
Yes.
It's easier to produce a murder story than some fucking weird nuanced story or
about how City Hall ripped you off.
Yeah.
Or what happened in Flint.
Yes.
Or what lead particles means.
Yes.
Murder. It's true. I know.
And then
I lived it.
And it's. Do you think people should turn off their TV or keep watching that shit?
I think they should find things that they want because it's America, baby. Let me quote a great American philosopher, Chuck Berry. This America, you do what you want to do, baby, right? But if you're looking, like brother served in Afghanistan, he knows all the shit show that went on there and all the missing money. And, we're at Tora Bora and we got Bin Laden surrounded, but we don't send the guys in, I mean, I was in Iraq. I covered that. There is that portion of it. Or what happens to those guys when they come home. You wound them up. You didn't wind them down. Not all of them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're walking around on a popsicle stick waiting for your VA appointment that's never coming and guys are dying waiting for it. Why? When the man in Birmingham is working hard and paying taxes to take care of that dude in Fort Collins. Where is it?
Yeah.
See, those are hard.
Yeah, those are hard stories and they're muddy and it takes a lot of time. And
if you got a little bit of a gift, it takes time to figure out how to present it simply and in a consumable manner and how you serialize it and break it into pieces.
Because you have a very complicated story that you need the lowest common denominator to be able to understand. So
Well, let's call it like this: the widest common denominator.
okay, that was a nice way to put it.
Well,
It was
yeah, I think no man is low.
the broadest audience.
Yes, because that's what it's mass
Yeah.
media.
So and that is difficult. So it's easier to lead with the murders.
Yeah, and just produce them day after day. But I found this: you can serialize, make it part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 10 of a complicated story.
Yeah.
Break it in this. If it's important, why just dump it on somebody once and walk away? If it's really serious, like Flint water, day 1, and then you come back on day 4, right? And you're doing what's coming out of the tap. What happened to his skin? What happened to his teeth? Who's the contractor? Look at all this stuff out there. How could we afford it when we're broke, right?
Yeah.
There's so many pieces. But you can make them tight and start educating the audience to the things that they want to know. Because they're not stupid. Again, when I started TV from newspapers and the New York Times, they said don't use numbers. I go, why wouldn't we use numbers? 20 million minus 10 million is 10 million. It's not 0.
Right.
That's all you got to do it like, right?
Yeah.
20 minus 10, and you put 20 up there, minus 10, you flash that up there, does not equal 0. Points made. Points made. You got it through the TV. Now you move on. And you start to build a story for people.
It's fucking nuts. It's crazy to hear how that shit goes. Let's go to Julie in Detroit. Go ahead, Julie.
Hi, my name's Julie Jewel.
Yeah.
I am just very interested in your perspective on Detroit. I'm actually from Indiana. Just moved to Detroit a year ago.
You know, I grew up in Gary till I was 8.
Yes, but the perspective on Detroit, it simply comes from experience that I've been here a year, and there's a lot of the perceptions that are true. I mean, it's just within the community of African American people, the way I've been treated since I've been here it's okay, but I love the hustleness of Detroit. But I am going to move in about a month just because of the mentality and how everything is here.
Just
It
out
really
of
is
curiosity,
deceiving.
what part of the city are you in? I'm just kind of curious.
Oh, sure, no problem. I live in Taylor, but I work in the city of Detroit, so I get to experience all the natives on a regular basis, 5 days a week.
And so what have you learned? What do you mean?
I've learned that you're very hustling capital, number one. But number two, it just seems like everybody here has, I don't want to say a chip on their shoulder, but it's just that they have this guard up that's unbelievable, just unbelievable. Like, I mean, I went to the store the other day, and I wore an outfit that I bought from one of your local stores because your fashion's amazing. And you have a lot of amazing things here. And the girls were laughing at me and said, what are you going to the nightclub or something? It just was like, really? Like, you couldn't even just say you like the outfit because I got compliments from everybody else. But it just seems like everybody here has just a chip on their shoulder. You can't even go anywhere without it being so fast-paced and just everybody's on the go, and there's a lot more rude people here than ever. And like I said, I'm from Indiana, and I'm definitely moving back.
You're going to hate Manhattan. I'm going to tell you right now.
See, I guess, I guess I won't survive then.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Wait, you're going to Manhattan next? Oh, buddy.
No, Indiana. I'm going.
Are you
back
going
home
back to
Indiana?
All right, yeah. Hey, look,
I'm
man.
going back to Indiana.
All right, that guy totally. All right, thanks, Julie.
That's cool. All right,
yeah,
Julie. Good luck.
Yeah, everything ain't for everybody. And look, man, like, when it was time for me to buy my mom a house, I didn't buy her a house in Detroit. I bought her a house in the suburbs. You know what I mean? Like,
well, one, you need an ambulance, man. You know, like you're not playing cool.
Yeah,
you know, you're playing for keeps.
Yeah.
So, Detroit has some of the most expensive property taxes for the value of the house. Like a $150,000 house, you paying $10,000 a year in property taxes for what? Right?
And what do you get?
The car insurance, right? For your car, on average, about $4,000. $4,000 for a car.
Yeah.
Okay. Your utilities get taxed. You know what I'm saying? Your homeowner's insurance can be like $7,000 a year. Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah.
You can't afford to live in it.
Shit is high, bro.
Man, you know, so I get it.
Let's go to Brandon in St. Louis.
You gotta hustle hard.
Brandon.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
These news stories they put on nowadays. They just create conflict between the people, and they're just trying to control the people, get the ratings, and we're going to become similar to the brainwashed people in like North Korea. Like, it's pretty ridiculous how this media is just trying to control everybody, and it's not good, and they're creating all this tension between people. And,
but watch this. You're on a media show now. Really, when you strip it down,
yeah,
we're no, we're not. We're not trying to do that. But I think I know what you're saying. The late night talk show, right? Cable stuff, right?
Yeah, all of that stuff. I'm, and you're the most political motherfucker I've had on in forever. Because I don't usually like to talk about this shit. Like, I feel like, one, I'm not educated enough to be speaking on these things, and two, there's 100 better sources than me to go to. I'm good for dick jokes, bro. Like, I'm.
Tell me what, man. That's in the book too.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a dick joke?
Go
if
ahead.
It's true from the book.
Go ahead.
Thank you for that. I hope I'm not a moralist or a lecturer. I mean.
No, Charlie, I fuck with you, man. Go ahead.
Okay. So we go to North Dakota. I'm figuring, okay, Roger Ailes is going to let us go around the country. Number one is work. We need some work in this country. Where do we go? Where do they say you can get the American dream?
Oil.
Where's that? North Dakota.
Yep.
Right on, man. So mythologically, you can go there and make $100,000. So we go there. It's 50 below. You got to work 120 hours in 50 below to make $100,000 a week. I mean, for a year, 120 hours a week. Right? It's dangerous because guys aren't good truck drivers. I mean, all this stuff. And then everybody went there, and there's not work for everybody. So you can see what's going on. Now it's just hardcore, Wild West, Wildcat Oil Town, right? We go to the strip club. $300 for a romp in the broom closet. I'm smoking. A Mexican guy is in his truck, and he says, hey, man, I need $20. I said, I'm going to freeze. I'm hoping to get some work tomorrow, man. I hope, I don't want no charity. I could maybe suck your cock. I said, what? He goes, oh, okay, 15. And I was like, this ain't no dream. Right? This ain't no dream. And I didn't have the heart to tell the man how low he was pricing himself.
Right.
Because at that rate, that was 5,000 cocks away from $100,000.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah,
but this was going on.
Yeah.
You ever been to the Circle K in Tucson, Arizona at midnight? Lock the doors, man, because, the meth freaks are out.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah.
This country is insane, but I love it.
I love it too.
I'm not afraid of it.
Nah. No, it's America, baby.
But no, I ain't doing no 5,000, man. That's no dream.
Devin in Detroit, go ahead.
Where do I put my money to help out this Flint situation? How do I and we as a community change the outlook of these politicians to help the people instead of power profiting this state back into the Stone Age? We got Nestle sucking up all the fucking water, and people are dying trying to live.
Yeah, I mean, do you really believe it's about writing a check somewhere and that's just going to get it done? There's lots of places, and we'll get it up on the website. Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just do it. We'll put it up on your website, right? We'll give you a list of good places, a lot of good churches. Just all you got to do is Google it, right? They get the stuff to the people. They don't steal it. There's one right by City Hall. Otherwise, speak your voice, my friend.
Let's go to
my brother. I mean, what are you going to do? You got to vote, right? You got to show your displeasure and be active. I'm sorry, I don't have an answer.
Yeah, you vote with your ballot, your money, and your feet, bro. Like, these are ways that's how you show whether you like some shit or you don't, or you can go do some things about it.
Yeah.
For the Flint thing, I hollered at my unc, and they're fixing it. But one of the big problems is the actual homeowners are responsible from the curb into the fucking crib. So yeah, they fix the middle of they fix the main shit, but then
they don't fix the main. They fix the main, right? And then it's like a straw going from the main to your house.
Yep.
They're changing that. But the main's as old as the straw going from the main to your house. And think about it. Flint is emptying out. It's got less than 100,000 people now. It used to have over 200, right? You're going to put 21st century infrastructure underground on very old stuff above ground. It's kind of like, why did we do this in the first place? That's where the media's got to come in. Like, why is a town that's so broke, that's not allowed to borrow, that's been taken over by the government, right? The city council and the mayor don't get votes. How could that be that you're going to put in a $300 million water system? How could that be when you're broke?
Yeah.
You're skint. You got nothing. But you can borrow $100 million? Who said so? Who profited off that?
Somebody.
What contractor? What politician? What trade union? That's how it gets taken.
Yeah.
That's how it gets done in Detroit and Chicago and Philly and Flint, and it's a shit show. And we went to all those places.
All right. That was Charlie LeDuff, y'all. You can what's your Twitter's at Charlie LeDuff?
Yeah.
Do you tweet a lot or not?
I try to no, but I try to make it something when I do it. It's my social media strategy.
There it is. Yeah, make your words count.
Yeah.
Charlie LeDuff. Shit Show is the new book. It is out. I appreciate you coming by. It's great having you at the crib,
love it,
man.
Thank you.
Great having you at the crib.
You should mow your mama's lawn. Come on. Come on, get the lawn moved. It's a nice neighborhood, man.
Fuck out of here, Charlie. Shit Show. Let's go.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Oh, we're going to play a game. It's game time. Game time on the All Out Show. You ready for this? All right. It's called Bet on Judie. We already recorded the shit. They asked me these questions. And you bet whether I got it right or wrong. And if you guess right 3 out of 5, you're a winner. You're a winner. Questions are like what would be a good example of a question?
Got one here.
Alrighty.
Okay, ascorbic acid is another name for which vitamin?
And then the person will bet like, I think he's gonna get it right, because Jude knows his fucking vitamins, and I do. That's C. It's vitamin C, ain't it?
I would say you probably get it wrong, but I'm not sure.
Well, I'm saying it's C. Am I right or wrong?
That is correct, sir.
Fuck yeah. I told you I had to use it for birth control one time. I just threw one up in a girl's pussy to kill the sperm.
Would you qualify that, please? As though someone's going to do that? Or...
What do you mean?
Oh, I mean, that's not real.
I don't know, man. Like, I was looking up online, like, because she wouldn't get the morning after pill. And they're like, try putting vitamin C in the pussy. I was like, all right, but fuck, I'll try anything right now. So I did it. It makes it too acidic for the sperm to live or some shit. I don't know, man. So, yeah, that's how I know. My family some hippies, too. But I guess vitamin C is is a common one there. Sorbic acid. There it is. Bam. All right. So, you want to play? Call up right now. 888-742-3345.
And now, it's time to bet on Judie.
All right, man. It's a game that we play where they ask me questions, and then you're betting on whether I get it right or wrong. They're like trivia questions or common sense questions. We got Shannon in Houston. What's up, Shannon?
Hi, Jude. They didn't believe you know me.
I know her. Do you feel like us knowing each other is going to give you an unfair advantage for this game?
I mean, I don't know you like that. I guess we'll have to see what the questions are. I figured you knew what vitamin C was, but, you know.
You knew that I knew?
I mean,
Did you know what vitamin C was?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. Okay. All right, so let's start this one off. All right, the first question is which baseball team won the first World Series championship in 1903? Did I know that?
No. I don't think so. Unless it was just some random thing that came up one time.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I knew it or not. I don't want to give it away. Let's see what my answer was. I'm kind of curious.
First question. Which baseball team won the first World Series championship in 1903? Come on, man. What kind of shit is it? You got to be like white or Jewish to know this shit.
Right.
Let's see, 1903. Yeah, it ain't Tampa Bay. I'll tell you that much. It's not fucking Tampa Bay. It's not the Devil Rays. Or the Rays, as they called it. Now that they got their fucking dicks tucked between their legs. Fuck, son. 1903. The Red
You're
Sox.
not a baseball person, are you?
No.
I'm just saying that because it's some old timey shit. The Red Sox. I don't know any other teams. The Yankees or the Red Sox. I'll just say the Red Sox.
What?
I got it right?
How in the hell?
You got it right.
Get the fuck out of here. I was thinking in my head, I'm listening to myself talk. I'm like, I'm taking all this time just to get it fucking wrong. And I got that shit right. Haha, looks like you're down one.
Man.
You're 0-1 already. Okay,
I didn't know you like I thought.
All right, it sounds like I'm reading the question in the all right, so the next one is in geometry, how many sides are on a heptagon? Do I know that?
Yes. Even
Do
if
you
you have
know-
to think about it, I think I do.
How many sides?
You're asking me first?
Yeah, I want to know if you know.
5?
Oh, you fucked. I think that's a hexa. Wait, I think that's a pentagram.
Well,
because that's what all of the
Oh.
fucking devil. No, wait, it's a pentagon.
Well, of course I don't know
No, it's a
that.
pentagon.
oh, because like the building.
Yeah.
Those that many.
Yeah, all right. But we both fucking bad. We're awful at math, both of us. All right, but you think I know this one. All right, go ahead. Let's do it.
In geometry, how many sides are on a heptagon? Man, fuck you, Kenan. Some bullshit. How many sides are on a heptagon? Octagon is 8. Hex is 6. So I'll say 7 for a heptagon. I'm just guessing here. Pentagram is 5. I know that because of all my devil worshiping. Whenever I sacrifice a goat, you gotta put it in the pentagram. So yeah, it would be wouldn't sept be 7, wouldn't it? Fuck, Hep C, hepatitis. 10. No, that would be a deck. 9. Fucking 9. I named every number. So 9. Fuck it, 9. It's much harder than I thought.
You had it for a minute.
What was it?
7.
7? Motherfucker. I thought that would have been a
Damn it.
septagon. Motherfucker, I talked myself right out of that shit, didn't I? Talked myself into it and then
Yeah.
out of it. Fuck it. All
Which
right.
made me wrong.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm a dumbass. What impressionist painter is famous for cutting off part of his own left ear?
You know this one. Because if you were an artist, you would do the same thing.
I am an artist. I'm a writer. Thank you very much. And
You know what I mean.
I'm keeping all my body parts. All right. So you're betting yes. All right. Let's see.
Question 3. What impressionist painter is famous for cutting off part of his own left ear? I know this one because I look like that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You laughing? I do. I look like his ass. It's fucking crazy. The fucking how much I look like him. And I heard he was gay. Just throwing that one out there. And he died broke. And it is Van Gogh.
Yes.
All right, so you're 2 out of 3 so far. Let's go with this next one. Who is SpongeBob SquarePants' best friend, and what creature are they? Oh, best friend? Is it 1 or 2? Do I know who SpongeBob's homies are?
Oh, it looks like she dropped. So
She
she's
just
left
dropped
us.
off the line.
Great. All right. So,
I was getting tired of it anyway.
All right. All right. Well, I mean, I can guess. What was it? What was the question? Something about SpongeBob?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Do I think you know anything about SpongeBob? Do you need a name? Do you need to know the name?
Yeah, I got it on there.
You do not know this. You do not know this. I do not think you. I mean, that's pretty popular. She's back. All right.
Oh my God.
No.
Is she there?
No. I'm going to say you don't know this.
I'm going to agree with you. Let's see.
Question 4. Who is SpongeBob SquarePants' best friend, and what creature are they? I've never fucking seen this show ever. But I want to say, I think it's Squidward because they always clowning on Colin Kaepernick saying he looks like his ass. So I'll say it's Squidward, and I'm going to guess that he's a fucking squid.
Damn. Who is it?
It's Patrick Star. It's a starfish.
Oh. Is there a Squidward on that bitch?
Squidward.
Oh, Squidward?
Yep.
He's sort of a surly neighbor or something, or what's his
Oh,
name?
I thought they was friends. See, I didn't even know that shit.
So means you got it right. John did it.
Look at me. Just crush Shannon.
Showed her a thing or two. All right, this last one. What's the only bird known to fly backwards?
Oh, you do not know this. There's absolutely no way. I would be shocked. I would be stunned if you knew this.
All right, let's see the answer. All right, you talking all that shit? Let's see.
Sorry.
What is the only bird known to fly backwards? It's funny you ask that. What is the only bird known to fly backwards? It's a really good book called Hummingbird that you should check out that I wrote. And the hummingbird.
John.
What am I, idiot?
It's the only bird that can fly frontwards, backwards. Can't walk either.
What the fuck?
It's a beast. Hummingbird.
John.
What am I thinking? I'm sorry.
You fucking moron. I wrote a book called. I literally wrote a book called Hummingbird. And you don't think I'm?
Damn it.
That's why we can't trust you with big things. That right there. That's why.
That's bad. That's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed.
We can't trust you with shit.
God damn it. All right. Yeah. Wow. All right.
I don't know if you're playing or not, but fuck. That's one of them deals when people always be like, "Is John for real?" And I'm like, "He's for real." But even right now, I don't know if you're fucking trolling me or not. But job well done, John.
You got it.
Fucking hey, Hummingbird. On Audible too. You can hear I'm reading it, and Hyena with the nice plug. All right, man. Let's play some music. Come on back.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Shade 45, Shade 45. All right, y'all. You can listen on demand for a little bit extra, but trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it. Oh, you got the money for it. Pay a little bit extra. You can listen on demand a la carte. You don't ever have to worry about missing one show. We got you fucking covered. Laced. I'm gonna tighten your shoes. I'm gonna lace you. You can go to, what is it? Sirius.com/on-demand. Or listen on the app. I think the app is extra. Don't quote me. Yeah. Also, you can follow at All Out Show and at One More Jude on Instagram. I ain't been posting nothing lately, but like the shit I got is up there already is good. You can just scroll through my timeline. Scroll through my timeline and have a ball. Have a ball with that shit. All right, news. We got a raccoon climbs the side of a fucking wall or something crazy. That and more. All Out Show, but let's go.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
And now, it's time for News from the Chin with John Z. Matthews.
There was a guy who went to the dentist, and they discovered this wound in his mouth, on the roof of his mouth.
What did it look like?
It was just this circular, just sort of lesion. A circular-shaped lesion.
That's what he went to the dentist for, or they just found that shit?
He went there because of some sort of filling that was cracked. But then the dentist said, hey, wait a minute. What's that on the roof of your mouth?
What was it from?
It turns out he's gay, and he was having oral sex. And they also pointed here he does cocaine, but that seems to be irrelevant. But
he was sucking so much dick that he got a bald spot on the top of his mouth.
Yeah, it's some sort of hematoma due to blunt trauma and dilation of the blood vessels because the negative pressure created while sucking.
Damn, that's a dick sucking motherfucker. That dude is active. That's active.
Have you ever heard of that?
No, I've never heard of that shit. Never. I heard you can get like cancer from eating pussy. Like if a chick has genital warts and you eat pussy, you can get cancer in your throat. I heard about that.
Yeah,
Did you ever Chris, look up the average number of gay partners, like gay male partners. It's astronomical. It's crazy what the averages are. Like, no one's there. No one says no. There's no no's. You know what I mean? There's no girl there to be like, maybe we shouldn't. This dude's just fucking chugging cock. Like busloads of dick. So what do they do to treat it? Give him some Oragel or some shit?
Well, they're saying here, first of all, you have to stop sucking penis, and it goes away.
That'll happen.
But this has happened before. It looks like a study of 132 sex workers in Peru noted 17 of the people suffered these lesions in the mouth due to oral sex. So it's out there.
Damn. You never think about that as like some work-related shit for a prostitute. You think like maybe AIDS or herpes or getting beat up and robbed or some shit, but never a mouth wound like that.
An erythema.
Chris, you find anything on the partners?
I'm still looking for it.
Whatever.
Well, it has a name. They're calling it the lesion. It's known as an erythema.
Cocksucker ring.
Yep.
Dick sucking circle. The dick sucking circle. Maybe just like lollipops.
It's possible.
Yeah, right.
I found this study that shows they surveyed guys from the 70s and the 80s till now, and the average gay man had over 300 sex partners.
I'm telling you, bro, they go the fuck in, bro. Go in. Yeah.
That seems like a lot. I mean, are your numbers in that neighborhood?
That's what I was thinking around. Is like how many women I've slept with? I don't know. I don't know how many bowls of soup have you had in your life? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Shit. Something I do. 300. Which I can't do because of my tummy, and it's really fucking bumming me out, man. I'm just sitting here sick. Sick and horny. Sorny.
If we look, it says the average gay man has up to 50 sexual partners in their lifetime, while the average straight man has 6 to 8. 6 to 8.
All right, so that's a big That's a big difference between 300 and 50, but still, 50 is still a lot. We'll just say sure, okay, 50.
But yeah, back in the day, this gay guy I know, I mean, he would just go to the park and they would just get it going.
Yeah, dog.
Like, wow, man. That's crazy. But all right.
Yeah, I know a couple dudes that do that type shit still to this day. I'm like, damn. I wish I had something like that for straight people, you know? Wouldn't that be nice? Just like a fuck park. You could just go out there and a chick will be waiting there and you're like, hey, how you doing? And just fuck. It'd be so rad. Fuck park.
Haven't found it yet.
Yeah, my ex was living in San Francisco. And they had a couple parks out there. They were known. And it was like as hell too. It'd be fucking broad daylight. They did not give a fuck. They didn't care. All right, what else?
There's this guy, this YouTube star, and he just got picked up because his deal is that he'll go into a place and then allow people who are watching the stream to just say crazy things or just launch some sort of recorded segment. So in one, he walked into a classroom and actually launched a bomb threat. It's up at the University of Washington.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
so he live streams on YouTube. He does like the YouTube live stream. And then he'll go into a class and say, I got a bomb.
That's exactly what happened here. And
do you got it on video or is it?
Yeah, I do. I've got the audio. And it's
play me a little bit just so I can understand better.
And just let it ride for a minute because he gets arrested outside because it does not end well for him. But so right now he's in right now he's in the classroom.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
This is for sociology.
The kids are confused.
Attention.
Is this where you're supposed to be? I think so.
C4 has been successfully activated. Bomb detonation countdown successfully started.
Is everybody running?
And everyone's clearing out. So now he's outside.
Holy shit.
In the empty building.
Oh, it's on high like that. Oh, shit, dude. That was just... big.
This guy's a moron.
Air Bandy.
Holy shit. Oh, God, guys, look at that.
And he's about to go outside.
Oh, fuck. Dude, you cannot get a better reaction
out.
to that. Holy shit. Oh, because... that was not...
So he's down the street. Here come the cops.
On the ground.
On the ground right now.
Wait, what's going on?
On the ground. Don't make any sudden moves.
Oh, wait, I'm recording, bro. If you're going to sue me.
That's fine.
What are you doing, bro? Put the gun down. Put the gun down.
He's telling him to put the gun down.
What are you doing?
This guy's an asshole. What a dipshit.
Move this way.
Wait, let me check my phone.
Contact in relation to a bomb threat. Move away from
What?
it right now. That way.
What I do?
On the ground.
But you get the idea.
What I do, man? Does he got a hair lip? Why does he sound like that?
He's Arabic.
Now.
It's the accent.
Lay flat on
I didn't say Arabic. I said hair lip.
Dude. That's good.
Put your phone down if you're
He's Arabic, though?
Yeah. Put your arms
Air Bandy.
outside like an airplane. Don't move. You got me?
Dude, a dumbass, bro.
Don't touch me.
But of course, he was picked up, and he's now facing...
I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
Stop, bro.
What's up, bro?
What are you doing, bro?
Hey, just listen to the officer. Put your hand behind your back, okay?
I didn't do anything wrong, bro. They took Stop, bro. Hey.
I don't think he understands laws that well.
Come on, bro. I didn't do anything.
Come on, bro.
Look at the video, bro. I recorded it.
Good.
That's fucked, bro. You're gonna arrest me for nothing, bro. Come on, stop, bro.
This guy's a more. What a
That's not fair,
dumbass.
bro. I didn't. Bro.
Did he just say that's not fair?
Yeah, I know.
Bro, stop. Come on, please. Listen, bro.
Now he's begging.
Sorry. Listen, bro.
Oh, dog. Now he's begging. Oh, just take it like a
This
man.
is like assault, bro.
This is like assault.
This is just a YouTube live stream, bro.
Oh, he's getting shit on live stream. What a dick.
So now he's facing.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
It was a donation. Someone donated to media. Someone donated $2.
Was he?
Played some shit.
So that's the idea.
Man, how?
So someone gave him $4, and then they were allowed to launch that bomb threat.
Yeah, okay. All right. Tell it to the judge.
He's facing 10 years and $20,000 as a fine.
He won't get. I don't think he'll get any time. I don't know what they're gonna do about that shit. Like, speech is protected, but you're not allowed to do bomb threats and shit like that. You can't do bomb threats and threaten the president. Isn't that basically the shit that you can't do? Like,
sure, young.
I'm not a constitutionalist here, but like, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to fucking do bomb threats.
So, but he was making
Whatever
money
he gets,
off this.
he deserves it.
He's a little.
How much he make?
Looks like he told police that he had made $1,000 over just a month of live streaming, including $200 made in the 2 hours before he was picked up for this one.
He made $200. There you go. It's not gonna be enough for bail, but you know. Come on, bro. This is not fair, bro.
But he's not the only one out there. They're called IRL streamers in real life, and they make money in exchange for letting the audience say anything they want through the speakers aimed at the people out there. So this is going on.
Yeah, it's cool. I wonder if they're gonna find the person that did that paid him the money, because there's a trail now, and I wonder if he's gonna be charged as well. These are I'm just thinking. These are just thoughts going through my head. Yeah, that was what a fucking idiot.
There's another guy out there, Asian Andy. He's got about
Asian Andy.
There's another one, Asian Andy. He's got about 400,000 subscribers, and he regularly features people paying to make anti-Semitic, racist, or violent comments. And I guess people are getting off on this. I don't know.
I don't even know it, bro. Like, I'm just old, man. That's all. Whenever you tell me these stories, I just feel like a billion years old. Like, I don't even understand. Like, all right, that's how you hustle up, get your money. Guy who makes money just to let people fucking yell racist slurs. Like, that's crazy.
Out of his phone.
All right, what's next?
All right, so your phone, it's dirty, but odds are it's not that bad for you because, of course, the world is full of bacteria. But basically, your phone, as long as you're washing your hands, you're not going to put your fingers in your mouth. But so there's one caveat here. So if you use if you use your phone while you're eating, then you run into some trouble. So
really?
Yeah, because then you're touching your food, and then all this crap on your phone can get in your fingers, and then it gets on your food.
It's basically like eating your phone or eating your food on a toilet.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Because you don't wash your phone off after you leave the bathroom. Well, I don't think to. I wash my hands. I'm looking at my phone right now. Oh, disgusting. I guess that's a good reason to not text and shit while you're having a nice meal with your friends and family. There you go. Because you might get fecal matter on your food or whatever other bacteria the phone has.
But let's say you do that. They're saying here that a daily cleanse with a disinfectant wipe is a good idea. And this person they spoke to here who knows about germs says, I clean mine twice a day, once in the morning and then once in the evening. When's the last time you cleaned your phone?
That's dumb to do. He should do it once in the morning and then once like at noon or some shit. Oh, wait, evening, like not like, I thought he was like, oh, I'm going to do it in the morning and I'm going to go to bed and I'll do it again. I'm like, you're not even touching it that whole fucking while you sleep.
Yeah, maybe before you sit down to dinner. You want to clean that up.
I just wipe that shit down every time it gets too many fingerprints on that bitch. I should probably do it daily. You live, you learn. You know what I'm saying? You live, you learn.
I was looking at this Sirius XM badge I have on my waist. Well, I mean, it's just dangling by my penis at the urinal. I mean, this thing must be just coated in urine now. I've never washed this. I mean, in all seriousness, I was looking at it just swinging down there today after I read this. Shit, man. Well, of course, I've never washed this. Not once, man.
It's like one of them urinal cakes. One of them pink urinal cakes just hanging off of your fucking...
Guaranteed.
Hanging off your fucking trousers there, champ. You got to tighten that up.
Gross.
You got to get that right. Oh, no. All right, what else?
Exercise. This is the key to happiness, being wealthy, and having more sex.
There you go. Exercise. Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day. I've been laid up, and I look out the window, and I see everybody jogging and shit in the evening time. They look all fucking happy and shit, and then I'm like laid up, miserable. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's true. I've got to get out there. You've got to get out there. Start running or something.
Yeah. My little G walks, they were fun. Those were I didn't get super high heart rate or anything, but like I'd walk some miles. But even I ain't been doing none of that either since I've been laid up. I bet you it would be good to go for a little jog or some shit.
The money thing is pretty shocking. They're saying here that those who say they exercise regularly make $74,000 on average, and those who say they never exercise at about $49,000. That's $25,000.
It's like, it's not the exercise; it's the type of person, you know.
Right.
It shows that you have. Yeah, it shows that you have some type of self-discipline where you can keep yourself on a tight regimen and parent yourself in a proper way. It's like they judge people on how many books that they have in the crib and shit like that. Or parents that buy baby books tend to be better raise like better kids, and it's not even about the book; it's the intention. You know what I mean?
Well, I'd like to think you can get out there and start exercising, try to turn things around. Hopefully.
I'm just trying to like keep my food down without puking. That's where I'm at right now. And once I get right, but that's the other thing. You got to start slow, because you know me. Like I'm gonna get out there and try to jog. I ain't jogged in fucking 5 years and fucking pull up lame at the end of the block.
Well, Chris goes to the gym. He could take you out there. Get a regimen going.
I'll follow you around.
What a wheelbarrow. Carry my ass home.
This is my workout. It's a win-win.
Teamwork. That's what it's all about. All right, yeah. Exercise. Like when I used to exercise in the morning with my homeboy Ross. It was cool. It was good.
Were you having more sex? Because they're saying 34% of those who regularly exercise have sex several times a week, compared to just 15% who never work out.
Nah, I kept the sex thing never changed with me, really. Like I'm not doing it now, but yeah, never changed. Nope. That didn't make a difference, but it made you better at sex because you were more like just more athletic, you know. I found now that like since I don't work out as much, I don't fuck as good, you know. I use like wily old veteran moves. I'm like the old dude at the gym. Doing like the hook around and shit. I'm like posting up, doing a little hook around, hooking the arm, doing like all the old wily veteran moves. That's all I got left. I got like 5 or 6 of them bitches. Yeah, all right. I'll start exercising. You just talk me into it. Once I get back and better, I'll fucking jog or some shit.
Save your life.
Woo. Yeah, it really is good for you. Like it helps like with depression and shit.
Oh,
like,
no question.
It's great. I used to run and listen to books on tape, and then I was listening to, I think it's George Orwell, 1984, and it's like this. It's about this dystopian future that. It's kind of like what we live in right now. You ever hear people like, oh, totally like 1984. Like, that's the book they're talking about. It's like where everybody watches you and then they feed you lies. And it's real depressing. And I was jogging to that book. And when that book finished, I never ran again.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Why would you do that?
I just never ran. I just straight up quit. I was just like, fuck it, man. Like, what's it all for? Yeah.
Put on some music.
I don't know. I was just put on the book on tape, and I would just count my breaths and then just jog. Make sure my wind was right, and just kind of zone out, listen to a story. But yeah, I guess music would have been better, a little more upbeat. I guess the Rocky theme would have been better than fucking Big Brother in 1984.
Yeah. Up your rate.
2 + 2 = 5.
Want some happy news?
Fuck yeah.
And now, time for good news.
There's this raccoon that they're calling NPR raccoon because Minnesota Public Radio, they picked it up and it's NPR. But so this raccoon yesterday, it climbed 23 stories up a vertical concrete wall.
Damn.
I know.
That's a badass raccoon.
It's incredible. There's this video of him, and you can see him. I'm going to play a little bit of it for you here, but so you just see him.
I can't.
Yeah, I know.
Well, describe it to me then, man.
All right, so right now he's just towards the bottom of the building, and he's moving horizontally, but now he's moving actually vertically up the wall. It's just shocking.
What is it, like a concrete or brick or what?
It's a concrete 23-story building. Just he's finding any.
So what's up at the top of that bitch? Was it a sandwich?
Well,
like why? Like what?
People are concerned.
Oh my god!
There he is. Keep going.
Oh my god!
Right up the building. It's incredible.
Oh my
but
god.
so some are saying that maybe he was in the alley and then he jumped out and somebody spooked him and then
he was like, "Fuck this! I'm out of here!" And he just started running up a building.
Yeah, but he made it.
Congratulations to that raccoon.
They rescued him, let him loose.
Gave him citizenship. He's good. Got a job with the fire department. I thought that's what you were talking about when you were telling me about it before. I thought you was talking about that dude in France that climbed up the shit.
This one's way more impressive. I mean, it's like Spider-Man.
There you go. All right, that was the good news. All Out Show. John did it.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
All right, that was the show. Thanks to Charlie LeDuff for stopping by. His book is called Shit Show. It's all about America. It's all about America. Cool dude. He's a real one. Fucking Charlie LeDuff. What else? Who else am I going to thank? I'll thank Chris on the boards. Alex is the producer. John's the producer. Keenan is the associate producer. And Jet is our new intern. My name is Jude Anthony Angelini. I want y'all to fucking have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have fun with your fucking friends or family, or if you're just chilling by yourself, enjoy that shit too. I'm the fuck out this bitch, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.